this video, I'll demonstrate how to create a quiz where you can pull a certain number of questions randomly for each student and build a unique quiz for each student. So here's how that is done in Moodle. We go here to the course, we click on the gear icon, and then we first need to go to the question pool. We go here under More, and then we go in the question bank. We need to go under categories first, and then create a new category. So let's say this would be the quiz 2 question bank. Now I have created one for quiz 1 with a bunch of questions in there already, so this is for demonstration purposes, obviously. So you create the category first, and then once you create the category, go to it. So notice I have the category right here. And at this point, you can actually add the questions first. So those questions, you could import them from the textbook, or you can create them manually by simply clicking here on Create New Question, then choose Multiple Choice, and then choose Add, or True and False, or Essay questions, whatever. And I'm assuming that you know how to do the creation of the actual questions. Now, in my case, for demonstration purposes, I have here the quiz 1, and I have added a bunch of questions. So let's say there are 16 questions here added to this specific pool. So let's assume that you created the question, you updated the question pool for quiz 1 or quiz 2, whatever you named it. Now it's time to go back to your course and create a quiz item for the students. In this case, you click on Add an Activity or a Resource, and then select the option for quiz. Give it a name. You can put a description if you prefer, and other details as well about the quiz. Then you can click on Save and return to display this quiz, or you can save and return to the course. I'll just simply go back to the course, and here is the quiz. And we click here on Edit Quiz, or you could typically go under the gear icon and choose Edit Quiz. Either one of them, it will take you to the same location. Now, typically, if you create the questions by clicking on Add here and choosing adding a new question. The difference is that in this case is that we're going to pull randomly a certain number of questions for each student from a particular pool. So instead of adding a new question from the Add option here, we're going to choose Add a Random Question. And now it's going to prompt us which category do you want to use from our question pool or question bank. Yes, if you remember from earlier, I had used the quiz 1. That's where I have my 16 questions. So you select the quiz category. It's going to display you the questions. Now we have an option here. How many questions do you want to select randomly to build the quiz for each student? Let's assume I want 8 questions, and that's all you have to do. Select 8 random questions. Click here on Add Random Question, and now that's all that you have to do. It's all set. You can specify here, press Save. You can choose to shuffle them if you prefer. Press Save, set the maximum grade if you'd prefer, and it's all good to go. Now go back to the course, and the students would click on it from here, preview it. You can click on quiz 1, and then you either attempt a quiz from here or choose to preview it from the gear icon on the top right. So notice at this point I have 8 questions, and the first one is closing entries are initially recorded in a journal and what. Now if I go back to the quiz, then I'll start a new preview. If you remember, it was the general journal that was the first question and the first time. Then we'll do a new preview. Notice it's a different set of questions completely in this case.